Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. We are in the middle of testing out a bunch of these Blizzard off-meta spotlight decks. If you're interested in checking out the rest of those, you can check out the other videos on the YouTube channel, or you can just check the link down in the description over to the Blizzard article, probably to the Hearthstone article actually, give them a bit more traffic. But today we're going to be looking at the Resurrect Priest. This one is not an archetype that we've necessarily played before. We've certainly done some stuff with Spellstones in the past, but we haven't played this kind of style of Resurrect Priest, which has a bit of a combo aspect in it. We've actually, whoever has made this deck, I'm not too sure who it was, but has actually included the Divine Spirit and Topsy Turvy package, which combined with cards like Witchwood Grizzly, Damaged Stegatron, Injured Blade Master, when these cards are getting resurrected back with Spellstone or with Eternal Servitude, they do come back at full health, so we can use these combo pieces on a Witchwood Grizzly, double it to 24, double it to 48, hit it with a Topsy Turvy, and crush in to kill our opponent. So it's a bit of an interesting deck. It seems like we're going to be grinding fairly early on. We're going to be using our Orchunai Soul Priest and Circle of Healing combination to do some board clears. If our opponent overextends too much and the game goes a little bit late, we also have Psychic Scream to unconditionally take care of the entire board. But other than that, we've just got a bunch of big chunky boys. We're trying to play them. It's going to slow the game down naturally because they're just big taunts, big statted minions. And let's get that boy back in there. Oh no, it's showing every card from Witchwood. But yeah, so we're going to be slowing the game down a fair bit, and we've got that big late game plan of playing our Spellstone, bringing back a whole bunch of these big chunky minions, and then killing them with a combo, or just grinding them out with said large statted minions. Some things to be concerned about in the early game is getting run over a bit too much, because we have to draw both Circle of Healing and Orchunai Soul Priest in order to clear a board. It could leave us quite vulnerable to decks like Zoo Warlock or Odd Paladin. The other thing to be careful with is I'm not sure how well this deck is going to perform against a deck like, say, Taunt Druid, which has I think has a bit of a better late game than us, and a similar late game. It's like similar, but theirs is better. We might have to try and combo out on them at some point, but given that there's no master spells in this deck, that might be a little bit difficult. So that's something that we'll be keeping an eye on for, is how many times we kind of get blocked from comboing off by our opponent just having big taunt minions that we can't beat past. Also, this Ziliax, I'm not sure what this is doing here. I guess it's pretty good with some resurrect effects, trades quite well, a little bit of lifelink, only can magnetize onto the Stegatron, but that's another card that we'll be keeping an eye out for. I'm not saying that it's bad, I'm not saying that it's good, it's just interesting card to see in here, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Other than that, the rest of the cards in this deck are pretty straightforward. If you want to look at, we've played some kind of Resurrect Priest in the past, we've played a whole bunch of different priests. Definitely check out those videos if you want to learn more about Priest in general, as a whole. So we'll jump into some games and we'll see how we go.
For it, the light shall bring
okay.
victory.
Up against a mage, and I will admit that this is the first mage I have seen since the nerfs. So I'm just going to do a quick search. Last 3 days. Big spell mage. 20% of mage decks. Maybe that stat is wrong. Win rate's 50%. What are some popular decks? Yep, pretty standard stuff. Okay. Well, Orchunai not exactly a card we'll want against big spell. I think we just want to maybe hit, like, say, Northshire Cleric to help block some of their like ravens to give us a little bit of advantage, and other than that, maybe Lyra, with some of these cheap spells could be pretty good. Or our opponent could just drop the turn 2 Mana Worm, and we'll really regret not having that powered that Shadow Word Pain. Unsure how we're going to beat Jaina here. Frostlich Jaina. So there's definitely a time when those injured blade masters come in handy, allowing us to get onto the board nice and early. Okay. That's good. We don't have to deploy our Soul Priest yet. Full quest priest. What's the win con? Are you just trying to grind some people to death? So something we do have to be careful of is polymorph ruining our resurrect pool. Ooh, munch. Got rid of our powered shield, which we were definitely planning on playing the next turn.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Should definitely warrant a polymorph if they have one, or even like a trade Dragon's Fury. No. Sweet essence. We'll definitely fire up a circle of healing here. Try and make our opponent use as many resources to answer this Stegatron, but if Frostlich Jaina comes down next turn, not entirely confident about our ability to deal with that girl. Flemstrom. Alright, well, definitely a time to Lich King. If our opponent wants to Jaina, then they can Jaina whilst we have a Lich King in play. Oh, Frostmourne. Could be a tasty one. Alright, we're not going to get to resurrect that this game. They've already played their corrosive ooze, so I think we might be able to get away with just playing these two. If we had the Topsy-Turvy or something, I'd definitely consider resurrecting our Stegatron. I wonder too. Just Hero Pass. I definitely don't have Jaina here. I think we'll just go Stegatron, heal it. Great.
Right away.
By the light.
Hitting them with the Frostmourne actually gives us like, kind of gave us the potential to, if we do hit a Topsy-Turvy, to finish them off. It's okay. This is definitely a difficult one to navigate. Kelliseth. A 7-mana giggling in there. What? The glory of a true sun.
Behold the glory of a true sun! Your turn to bleed!
By the light.
Not the greatest. This Lyra definitely has to die though. There's the other polymorph. The blizzard for good measure.
Is someone injured?
There's a spellstone, so let's fire off one of these servitudes and get things moving. Guess we could have gone for Vivid Nightmare there on the Northshire Cleric. He'll draw an extra card, but...
Reality.
Alright.
Woven.
Big armor. Oh, he even kills his own artificer. We can't steal it. Oh well. Turns out having 12 toughness is pretty good. Your turn to bleed. And we've still got a Kelliseth under our Frostmaw. Just something to keep in mind that we can you know, get a little bit of extra presence on the board if our opponent answers it. Cloning Gallery and Nazoth with Archbishop in Quest Priest. Oh my gosh. You dirty dog. That sounds horrible to play against, but very fun to play. Show me the topsy-turvy. Not today. Queue it up. Wait, queue up the Cloning Gallery Nazoth Archbishop deck? Or queue up the Topsy-Turvy? Yes, I do want this Arcane Artificer.
By the light.
Just want to try and get another spell cast for these spell stones, so that we can, like, you know, Divine Spirit and Spellstone in the same turn. Alright. Let's just upgrade these spellstones. Queue up N'Zoth. Who else?
Daughters of flame.
N'Zoth is a boss. A Naboss. How much do these cost? 5 mana, 5/5s. And this pollutes the deck, so they are less likely to draw Jaina. So this is fully upgraded. So we don't need to... Don't need to do too much.
The icy wind.
Ooh, it's a good one. It's a real good one.
Job done.
So, slight whiff. There was definitely something like... There was definitely a line where we didn't attack this Kelsa. No! No! Damn it!
How long can this go on? How long can this go on? I did this. I cursed them all.
Ugh, you're jerks. Alright, our opponent's back up to like 30 cards. Back up to 24 cards. Half the deck is just dragons. There's the topsy-turvy, so... Okay. Once again, stake it on. It's up to you to not die. Oh no, we got a Blade Master as well, so...
Engaging TC.
Oh, gosh. Oh, this MC Tech almost ruined us twice. Oh. Suck that sheep. Should you have killed Keleseth first before screaming? No. I'd prefer them to have a Keleseth in the deck, especially because they played Aragorn, so they'd have a 2-drop in the deck. So if they draw Keleseth, it's just a 2-mana 2/2. Hooray! We did the thing. Bang! Get out of here, MC Tech.
Well played.
Alright, let's go. Alright.
Souls shall be mine.
It's Warlock
Light
time.
shall bring victory.
Ziliax against... If this is Zoo Warlock, Ziliax could be quite good. And I'm very tempted to keep it. However, maybe we should be trying to go a bit deeper into the deck to try and find Northshire Cleric, Shadow Word Pain, Injured Blade Master. Because those all come down a lot earlier. Also, we kind of want to find Orchanized Circle, if it is Zoolock, which I think we could reasonably suspect it to be. And that requires 2 cards, so we'll send everything back. And we'll note that the Ziliax still would have been pretty sick. Ah, great hand. Great hand. We got, not only do we get our 1-drops, we got 1/2 of our board clear.
Why do you call?
And our opponent does not have
Is someone
the
injured?
good matching 1-drop.
Truth is found.
We do have the Keleseth, and that is pretty dangerous.
Right away. Is someone injured?
Job's done.
Gotta find that circle. Gotta find that circle right quick. Finding the spellstone early is pretty good. This Shadow Word Pain's gonna help us hopefully stay in the game a little bit, especially if they maybe try and hide behind a this Void Walker with a light warden. Got ghouls. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Did our opponent intend this? I'm kind of vibing they didn't.
Hand is too full.
Okay, well, that sucks. They burnt the 1 in 18 chance at getting rid of our combo, but we'll persevere. We will persevere.
Right away. Right away.
We will endure. That sucks though. I guess we can hit an Inner Fire or a Topsy-Turvy off a Lyra, but who knows, maybe our opponent's turn will be like, I don't know, putting damage on this Keleseth and playing another Fungal Enchanter and making us mill a million cards. Will I be attending the GP in Melbourne next month? Judging? Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm judging GP in Melbourne. I'm looking forward to it. Always fun. Oh, I needed that one too!
Right away. Right away.
Job's done.
Yeah, I'll be judging the GP in Melbourne. Yeah, that's all there really is to be said. Don't have a voodoo doctor, please.
Mushroom
Fungal, man. Getting RN gotten today. I'd have to check it out. I have school tomorrow. It's almost 11 for me. So have a great day/night, everybody. No worries, Daedric streams. Good to see you. Thanks for the sub as well, of course. Hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more of you. Good to hear that you're okay from the crash as well. So yeah, we'll see you soon. Have a good one, mate. No way they have a Spellbreaker right now, right?
Right away. Right away.
0% chance, right? Quest for Immortality. Awesome. Thanks for the deck code, Razel. I'll check it out in a sec.
Stop copying me! Stop copying me!
What's that? Was that Soulfire? I don't want to draw any more cards. I hate cards.
That minion already attached.
That is the biggest, but yeah, we'll get another. We'll get a Stegatron out here just in case they do draw a silence. Unfortunately, having both those North Shadow Clerics in our Resurrect pool is not great. Especially when our pool's quite small. Whoa! Getting rid of Lifebringer and Soulfire. Surely you play the you try and... Like, you're not getting killed anytime soon. I think you need to use your resources as best you can. Okay. Okie dokie. The glory of a true sun. Curved swords. Lego must go. Would have liked to have gone Lyra Discover, but
How long can this go on? How long
okay.
can this go on?
Our opponent's got some draws. Some big old draws. Three more spells. I don't think we're casting 3 more spells, unfortunately. And if they're just throwing power and toughness onto the board with no real plan other than punching, we're fine. 100%, yeah. I think the only caveat to that is if they ever draw a Spellbreaker and that we're not prepared on board for that, we take a massive dunking. Yeah, I think we'll heal first. Does put us 1 card deeper. Sure, let's put ourselves 2 cards deeper. Definitely not playing that card.
Right away.
Now we can play.
Your turn to bleed.
Just in case we hit a topsy-turvy. Okay. What do we get? Replicate? So we can replicate our Lyra.
In the light's name.
Death Rattle minions. Do we have any Death Rattle minions?
Who dares summon
Oh my gosh. What's left in our deck? Shadow Visions, Shadowed Pain, Ziliax. Yeah, we can do this. Glory of our true sun.
Face the light.
He's very yes. Our opponent's quite dead, I would say. Razel, you're pretty spot on with that one. Can't think of a combination of 2 cards that would help get them back in the game. Just some old-fashioned grinding people out.
Your turn to bleed.
Get him with that Kamehameha. I think that was a pretty tight one, honestly. I think our opponent had some really good draws, some really good plays. Maybe a bit loose with that first Doom Guard, but that was was good. It was good to see we were able to tango with the Warlock early on. Still not sure if they're playing the Fungal Enchanter into our 2 clerics was on purpose or not, but yeah, GG.
You asked for it.
Okay, up against Mage. Once again, we can assume that we're up against Big Spell Mage. Don't really need any of these. You're clearly doing something that people can't beat, which sounds bad to say, but I really rate it. Yeah, there's definitely something to be said for playing decks that just have not necessarily an inevitability. I think an inevitability would be something like Fatigue Warrior, right? But just like a really powerful thing to do. Like Taunt Druid is one of the decks that jumps out to me as something like that, where it's like you have Hadronox, Naturalize, you have Witching Hour, it's just a strong thing, and if you ever get there, people will struggle to beat you. These Shadow Visions are going to be pretty good if our opponent is on Big Spell Mage. We can try and find some options here. Part of me wants to take this Power Word Shield. Or do we start developing our combo? I think I'll take the Power Word Shield. We'll try and curve like Blade Master into Servitude if they answer it. Maybe hold the Lyra, go Lyra, Coin, Power Word Shield. Something like that. But I would not blame anyone for taking the Divine Spirit there. I think that's a totally reasonable play. I like playing decks that have free wins when you do something reliant on yourself, regardless of what the opponent does. I don't know about that, because I think a lot of fast combo decks fall into that category, and I kind of dislike fast combo decks, just as a general kind of thing.
Is someone injured? Is someone injured?
Huh.
Your turn to bleed!
Do we just keep Eternal Servituding Lyras? Yeah, I like that. Unless you get sheeped, then that's really bad. That was frustrating, that Mirror Entity. It actually would have been better if it was explosive. But I just, once again, I don't think we can beat Frostlich Jaina, and we really don't want to put them deeper on cards. I think the simplest example is playing an aggro deck that has unbeatable hands in Magic. I love playing those decks. I don't know. Linear aggressive strategies are like. I have some thoughts on that stuff. Like, Affinity is a deck that I like. Yeah, no, I guess you're right. I'm kind of thinking of it on the wrong level. Oh, that was terrible Meteor placement.
Not quite what was planned.
Like, I was thinking about it more just like, oh, when you like oops into like, oh, I just have it and you die. But I think, you know, with all those aggressive strategies, there's so much like planning that goes into ahead of time, and you know, you've got your like mulligans are really important as well, and I think that's something that's you know, obviously needs to be factored in. Which I didn't do. So yes, I totally agree.
Right away.
Taking that Eternal Servitude has really come to bite us. We should have just taken the Power Word Shield and we would have had a much better Lyra turn. We really should have known that it was going to get polymorphed 100% of the time.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Right away.
100% of the time. This conversation is a bit difficult. Just regardless, I like the deck because there's a powerful thing we can do to never lose if we get if we don't get slain quickly. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I definitely think that this deck is doing something that is pretty strong, but fortunately we are kind of getting dunked on here. I don't want to have Psychic Scream into our opponent's Jaina turn, but looks like we're going to have to. Especially shuffling another Elise into their deck. That tempo Elise was very good, yeah. Don't know how we're beating this girl.
Fear those who wield it.
See if we can chuck something big into our pool. So if we put this Grand Archivist into play, it might cast Psychic Scream or Topsy Turvy on itself.
I wonder.
Yeah. Let's go for a Mountain Giant.
Job done.
Hoping we were going to get something nice and beefy that we could put into our Resurrect pool and try and yeah, this is going to be a struggle. Not seeing a way out unless our opponent extends too much and we get a good Psychic Scream off.
Reality.
I must decide.
Woven.
Lizard. Ooh! Blocked it. So now we're getting into a situation where we might be able to do something if our opponent has like a Dragon's Fury, like goes for a big Dragon's Fury clear. then we can get back onto the board with a Spellstone, and hopefully, just like in that other game against the Mage, their board clears just can't deal with the high toughness minions. So they're trying to set up Flame Strike, right? Is that the only spell in the deck? Blizzard. Okay. Maybe they drew the Flame Strike, they knew this was going to happen, so that they could ping our Stegatron afterwards. And they have the pack, oh my gosh. Opponent's styling on us. Fortunately, we hit our sheep. So we've got another Spellstone, which hopefully we can fully load pretty quickly. Nice res, yeah. I mean, we tried to make our pool a little bit better by playing those Eternal Servitudes and stuff.
I should meet you.
Whoa! The Swamp King itself. There's the scream.
Embrace the
Your turn to bleed.
Alright. And remember, they have another Elise in their deck, because we shuffled it back in. I like long matches that take your opponent's soul. I think it takes everyone's soul. Like, at the end of it, like, if both of you come in at 100%, no one's coming out, like, feeling good 120%.
I must decide.
Everyone's coming out just feeling like 70% if they won, 30% if they lost. So of the frozen wastes rise. We still got our own Lich King in here. A pity that that wasn't in our Resurrect pool. Though I imagine our opponent's got a Silence waiting for us anyway. Ping the Swamp King Dragon. I forgot we actually, you know, had our combo left. Of course.
Your turn to bleed.
I think we'll trade this. Happy to trade this Soul Priest for the last of our opponents.
Your turn to bleed. Your turn to bleed.
I guess what we're concerned about is that our opponent still has like a Dragon's Fury, a Flame Strike or two, a Blizzard or two left. And that if we run this Spellstone into that too early, might be struggling. Ah, this Jaina though.
Your turn to bleed. Your turn to bleed. Taunt Dino Quest meta. I used to love
Taunt Warrior Mirrors. Really? That's interesting. I've never played the Taunt Warrior Mirror. Mm-hmm. I guess we just gotta go for it, right? Let's see what answer they have for us. And who knows, maybe we can luck into comboing off, because I certainly don't think we're going to be able to naturally grind someone out. Yeah, well then it would rely on our Witchwood Grizzly living, because we can't deal 42 with a Blade Master. You just sit still, armor up, and throw random dinosaurs at each other. It's awesome. Whoever gets Sulphurous first was the winner. And a nice straightforward matchup.
The time is now.
Of the frozen wastes, rise. Your turn to bleed.
Right away.
Come on, Lich King. You can save the day. Vicious Fledgling. Oh, vaporize as well. We have a Ziliax in our deck. I don't think that can get us there.
This jungle hides many secrets.
Another release.
Almost out of cards.
Yeah, I think that's it for us, friends. Like, we can get close, but not close enough.
Well played. You have best.
I wonder if the nerfing of Mana Worm coincidentally made this deck slightly worse, because the seems like the big spell mage matchup is maybe 50-50. But let's take a look at the deck. Ultimately, I was pretty happy with the results that we got there. Obviously, we can't expect to win them all, but what we showed is that this deck just has a lot of really powerful interactions. We have an amazingly powerful late game with these spell stones, as well as having that combo finisher. I think without either one of these elements, the deck is significantly worse. You know, if we cut the spellstone action, tried to be more combo-y, we'd lose that inevitability. If we tried to, you know, be more combo-y, or cut the combo and just be fair, it wouldn't pack that same punch. So I actually really like it. These Shadow Word Pains feel great. They really sort out the early game. The only thing that I'd maybe like to try and experiment with is maybe trying to get some more high value Resurrect targets in there. It feels like Lyra and Lich King are really good, but we maybe want one other than just these big toughness boys. I'm just not too sure what that kind of card would be. Maybe like a Night Scale Matriarch or an Obsidian Statue or something like that. But I could be totally wrong, but it seems something like I want to that would be interesting to experiment with. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you were watching this video on YouTube, links are down in the description, including a link over to the Hearthstone article. Big shout out to Flux Flasher for getting all these lists over on Hearthstone from the Blizzard article. All my links are down there as well. The best place to catch me is on Twitter at Tommy_Wave, or on the Tommy Wave Discord, which you can find a link down in the description as well. Until next time though, stay safe, stay wavy, and resurrect some dinosaurs. Bye. I hope you enjoyed that video. Check out other ones over here, or come subscribe to the Wave Pool for more excellent times.